Hey T-Bolts, it's Mr. Daly from the College and Career Center, and today I'm doing a video on the College Board Opportunity Scholarships. This is a still relatively new, it's about a year old, resource from College Board. College Board is the organization that provides the SAT, the AP exams, as well as the PSAT 10 and 9, which you likely already took. But yes, this video is discussing their scholarship opportunities and how you can be eligible for those. So let's get started with what are these College Board Opportunity Scholarships. So they are a set of micro scholarships that high school students like yourself can earn by taking steps on your way to college. I love these scholarships because a lot of these things that we will talk about, the ways that you can be eligible, they are things that you are doing anyways. So as with anything, if you're going to do something, you might as well get an added benefit of it in terms of this, for example, scholarships. There are also little micro scholarships. So micro scholarships means little scholarships that can build up into one much larger scholarship. So we will talk about 6 scholarships specifically, but College Board almost sees them as steps. And so if you complete all 6 steps and get to the very top, you will be eligible for one much larger grand prize. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Now, who is eligible for these scholarships? So as I mentioned, this is about a year old. So seniors have been eligible since last year. And now, classes of the 2021, juniors, you are now eligible to take part in this. And our hope, obviously, is that these scholarships will continue for future grade levels, particularly our class of 2022 and class of 2023. Typically, you start to gain eligibility for these types of scholarships starting in January of your junior year, because that's when, for many, some of these post-secondary steps start to finalize. So, as I mentioned, College Board sees these as steps. So I kind of phrase them as step 1, step 2, step 3. So let's go ahead and start with step 1. So step 1 of the scholarship process is you could earn $500 for using Big Future to build a list of colleges that you're interested in. Now, Big Future is a resource that is free through College Board, and you can determine what schools you may be interested in by using it. It can be very intimidating to look at all of the colleges in the United States. A lot of students are like, I don't even know where to begin. A search tool like this can help you begin that process. So Big Future allows you to select certain things that you want out of a college, and then it'll show you what colleges match your criteria. So if you want a school in a rural, small town that has a nursing program that is medium-sized and has a girls' golf team, you can actually select all of those things, and it'll show you what schools match your criteria. So it's a really cool tool. I use it a lot. It's really, really helpful. Once you've used that tool, you can actually, if you see a school that you're interested in, you can actually save that to your College Board profile. And if you select 5 of the schools, you will be automatically entered for this step of the process. So very, very cool, and can kind of be that first step in the process. Step 2, practicing for the SAT. Yes, you can earn $1,000 for simply just practicing for the SAT. Now, I know everyone knows about Khan Academy. Your counselors in the PPS department, we visited advisories back in the fall. We linked your Khan Academy accounts with your College Board accounts. We know that you all use it. You can earn $1,000 if you use Khan Academy for 6 hours or more to practice. Now, how do they know how long I practiced? Well, Khan Academy is connected to College Board, so they have access to how much use you've gotten out of it. And I know that 6 hours, when we think of it as like a singular amount of time, I know 6 hours can seem like a lot. That's almost a whole school day. But if you break it into little chunks, like 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, you'll really be done in no time. And many of you have probably already achieved the 6 hours, if not even more. Step 3, improving your SAT score. So sometimes students want to get a better score than they got on the first time they take the SAT. So, just a quick reminder, you can always retake the SAT. There are options. Obviously, I recommend doing it earlier rather than later, but there are retaking available opportunities. Now, with this step, if you are able to increase your score by 100 points, so if you went from a 1,000 to an 1,100, you could be eligible for step 3, which is $2,000. Now, there is one other important requirement. You do also have to have used Khan Academy for at least 12 hours. But if you're trying to improve your SAT score, I'm going to assume you're using Khan Academy anyways. I would hope that you would be. That's a very important part of the practicing process. But you do have to have that to qualify for this. But otherwise, improving your score by 100 points, very, very doable, especially if you put the work in, and you could earn $2,000 for it. Step number 4, strengthening your college list. So back on step 1, we built your college list, but we need to know, what are these schools? Where are they in terms of my academics, my academic abilities? Where do they fall? So in step 4, you need to take your list of colleges and you need to determine which schools are match, which schools are safety, and which schools are reach. Now let me quickly define these 3 terms. So match schools are kind of that perfect fit school, okay? It's the school that you really like, they have your program, your GPA, and your test scores are right in their average range of what their average student looks like. It's kind of that perfect fit school. Safety schools are schools that you will get into. Sometimes these could be like the backup schools. You might have academic achievements far beyond what they require, but they're still really good options for you. And then finally, the reach schools. Those are schools that you have to kind of reach up to get into. So those are schools where you might not necessarily have the GPA and the test score, but you're on that bubble and you're close. And let me tell you, you should always take those chances. You should always apply. Give yourself that opportunity. So many times students say, oh, I'll never get into this school, and then guess what? They actually do. So I would encourage you to take those chances. So once you're able to take the list from step 1 and determine, based on research, what type of schools they are for you, you can then qualify for step 4, which is $500. Step number 5 is completing your FAFSA, which stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. It is the application you fill out to see what free money you could qualify for in college. Now, seniors, you should be doing this if you've not already done so. Juniors, you unfortunately cannot do this until October 1st of your senior year. If you do it on October 1st, you are amazing. You will be my favorite student. But you technically cannot do it until October 1st of your senior year. It does take into account your financial information and also your family's financial information. So oftentimes families complete it together. And always reach out to me if you need assistance. I can certainly help with completing the FAFSA. Simply by just completing the FAFSA, you can qualify for $1,000. And here's what I love about this. Sometimes I have students and families that'll say, I don't think there's much point in me doing the FAFSA, I don't think we will qualify. So first, I always say you never know until you actually do it. And then two, this $1,000, this has nothing to do with your financial situation. This just has to do with you completing the FAFSA. So even if your student doesn't qualify for anything in terms of grants, they could earn this scholarship technically by completing the FAFSA. So I really think it's a win-win. And then lastly, one of the most important parts, actually applying to the colleges. So the last final steps, step 6, is having you apply to at least 2 colleges, which is super, super doable. If you do that, you will be eligible for $1,000. Okay, and you will indicate on your College Board account which applications you submitted, and they will verify that with the institutions. So here's a list of the scholarships by award amount, and then you'll notice in smaller font, you will notice it lists how many scholarships they give out per year. So these scholarships, steps 1 through 6, are almost given out in a raffle format. So if you submit your FAFSA in October, you might be entered in a drawing for November, and they might be giving out 200 scholarships, and you'll notice there's varied amounts by scholarship. So like for the practicing, the SAT one, which I think is one of the easiest ones, they give out 1,500 scholarships for simply practicing the SAT per year. That's a lot of money. So please keep that in mind as you are applying. You can see how many they award each year, and they will always tell you how much per month they are awarding. Now, to the right there, you'll see, as I mentioned, if you complete all 6 of these key actions, you will be eligible for the full scholarship, which is $40,000. They give out 25 of these a year. That's a huge, huge amount. So again, as with anything, it's really important to use every opportunity to its fullest. I would not recommend you just do one of these steps or 2 of these steps. I would really recommend you do all of these steps, because you will do all of these steps anyways. So why not earn money? Here are some current deadlines. So for the class of 2021, for the deadline of March 31st, you could earn, they will be giving out 100 of the Building the List scholarships. They will give out 150 of the Practicing the SAT scholarships. Then for April 30th, they will be giving out another 100 of the Building the College List, another 150 of the Practicing Your SAT, and then 25 of the SAT score improvement. Okay, and I will be posting this graphic. There's more on here, but I will be posting this graphic to my Twitter so that you all know kind of when you need to be doing what, because they give them out each month. Each month there's a way to win money. So it just depends on what month of the year. All right, well, if you have any questions, as always, reach out to me. Go ahead and email me. I would definitely recommend you connect with me on Twitter. I post a lot of great resources for college, career, financial aid, scholarships, a lot of great stuff on my Twitter account. So definitely follow me at MrDaily_VJA for all of those important updates. I would also encourage your family to follow me as well. So if your parents are on Twitter, your guardians are on Twitter, definitely have them connect with me there. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you really use these opportunities. And as always, if you need any assistance, reach out to me or stop by the College and Career Center. Have a great rest of your day. Go T-Bolts.